Here at the San Diego Air and Space Museum, we are lucky in many regards, but one of the things that's really neat about our collection is we have a couple X-planes, actual experimental aircraft that were used by the government to stretch mankind's understanding of aviation and our capabilities in the air. One of the X-planes that we have is this Convair Sea Dart. Now the Sea Dart is unique. It's the only Mach 1 capable seaplane, fighter. It was developed from an F-102, and what's interesting to me is often they'll modify one airplane to make another type. In this case, they took a Mach 1 jet fighter and they made it into something completely different. In the late 40s and early 50s, America and NATO found out that Russia planned to defeat us by taking out all of our big runways, the runways that we would use to launch our airstrikes against them to start the Cold War. When the Russians came up with this plan to keep that war from happening, they said if we can take out all of the big runways around Europe, America won't be able to hit us. So we came up with a bunch of plans over the next 5-10 years of aircraft that did not require a runway to take off or operate. This is one of those projects. Now some of those projects took off horizontally, some took off vertically. This is one of the very few that took off using the water. The reason why you would do that is if they're going to take out our runway and this guy's operating off a lake, what happens is if you drop a bomb in a lake, 5 minutes later, it's a lake again. You get your runway back. So this one aircraft, and being able to fly and do the things that it was designed to do, actually countered the Soviet Union's entire war plan. So now we have a plane that can take off from the water and go very fast. This was extremely unsafe. They built 5 of these, and unfortunately it did take the life of one of the test pilots right over the bay in front of a couple 100,000 San Diegans. Everybody was looking up at the sky that day. So the Sea Dart was one of the 5 or 6 aircraft that proved we could operate without a runway. On the day that the first Harrier wobbled up into horizontal flight, all of this type of project went to the boneyard. It's purely a research aircraft. They were never going to build a squadron of these, so they built 5, and the 4 that still exist, all 4 of them are in museums. So if you get a chance, if you're in the San Diego area and you want to see some real X-planes, we have the Sea Dart, we have the X-13, we have a bunch of other aircraft. Stop by and see us.